Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. You gotta be number one, number two never count.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways. But remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough. And it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13 on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
9 yards. First down, Titans.
A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he knocks him over and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And the Titans first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Toss outright, and he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Tennessee.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to it and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Bust through the tackle, and he goes out right around the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
For Titans 7, Patriots nothing.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And a Titans first down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle by Kenny.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
For the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Titans on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First down, Tennessee.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Derrick Henry.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. And in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10 at the 37-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Johnson, the ball.
And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, it's Michel. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Escaping the pressure right. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down.
Again, it's Henry. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Watch the pass.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Tackle made.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the draw, it's Evans. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Carried by the wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and when the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Naimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The ball carrier.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and 1. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, Michel. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackle me.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. A throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On the stop.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now, Tannehill. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks, I got homies that can sleep without 2, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
Won't you get down with me?